Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about accommodations for students coming in to the country from foreign places. And I'm going to give you some tips and some suggestions in order to be able to facilitate what you need to do. I've heard from a lot of people that I've helped find accommodations for. One of the issues that they're having is being able to find affordable accommodation. Not only affordable accommodation, but also an accommodation that's close by to where they need to be. Many of you have shared different stories, and I completely understand where you're coming from, because it's very, very difficult and extremely overwhelming when you're coming into a new country and you have a new food, a new culture, different type of transportation that you may or may not be used to. You also have a different weather that you're dealing with, and of course in Canada and in Toronto, Vancouver, if you're going to Thunder Bay or Peterborough or any of these areas, you're going to have different weather, so you need to be prepared and know what you're coming into, especially in the winter time. It may not be what you're used to, especially if you're coming in from a warm climate. Some students find themselves staying in hotels or motels till they can find accommodation. So one of the key things to do is, first of all, work with a reliable realtor. Find a reliable realtor that will help you find the accommodations you're looking for. You're going to want to be close to your college or university, and you're going to require transportation in order to get there. So it's extremely important that you find a location that you want. A good realtor can give you that personalized service, and also make sure that you're going to find the area that you want to be in, rather than finding some area where it's going to take you quite some time. Could be an hour, hour and a half, or whatever the case may be, and the difficulty of walking to the buses or the trains in order for you to get where you're going. One of the things you're going to look for again would be authentic listings, and a realtor will help you find an authentic listing rather than listings that are being posted on Kijiji, Facebook, Marketplace, or any of these other platforms. So you're going to want to make sure that the listing is authentic, and that if you're sending money, that you send it to someone that you can trust and is reliable, so that when you come to the country that you're coming into, this being Canada, that you also have the landlord that has received the money, and when you move into your new place, there's no issues. If you're going to be traveling, it's going to be probably for many, many hours, and it's quite exhausting, so keep that in mind. Realtors know local housing, so work with a realtor, and that's a very, very strong suggestion. Also, there's a lot of apps. Universities and colleges have apps, and also have different platforms that you can use in order to be able to facilitate yourself to find accommodations and also find a roommate. You may want to have a shared room, or you may want to have a single room, or you may want to have a flat where you have your own apartment, being a 1-bedroom, 2 bedrooms. So in the cost that we are looking at, you could be looking anywhere from about $400 a month to about $2,000 a month Canadian, depending on what you are looking for. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of groups that you can use. Also, if you're going to be rooming with somebody, you may want to be able to communicate with them and say, hey, I'm coming to this country. Make sure that you are the same culture, because it's a lot easier that way. Everything's going to be different here. Your food, your accommodations may be different than what you're accustomed to back home. And if you're going to be rooming with somebody, you want to make sure that you are able to follow the house rules, and of course the individual's rules that you're going to be staying with. So be cautious on where you get your information. If you require some help, feel free to reach out, and I'll be able to help you out that way. Enjoy your travels, and if you're looking to come to Canada, I hope you have a wonderful trip, and looking forward to seeing you then.